WISN 12 News.
Sub-zero, potentially killer cold moves into southeast Wisconsin.
We talk with the people who will have to work outside on what could be a historically cold day.
So cold, even the president is tweeting about it, what he's saying about climate change.
And digging out before that dangerous cold hits.
We're in Sheboygan, where people are literally digging their way out from 15 inches of snow.
4 police officers shot in Texas. The breaking details coming in tonight. From the snow on the ground.
Is this the type of cold where people could die?
Absolutely.
To the dangerous cold moving in right now. Several schools are already closed tomorrow, including Milwaukee Public Schools.
The closings are scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Our team has you covered during this extreme winter weather. Let's start with Chief Meteorologist Mark Baden. Mark, we're talking about dangerous wind chills to 50 below.
As hard as that is to even comprehend, 50 degrees below zero, that's where we're heading as we head into Wednesday morning. And it's no picnic right now out there either. Temperature-wise, we're down to 1 below in Fond du Lac. We're 5 in Milwaukee. This is not crazy for winter, but it's going to get that much worse. Wind chills already into the double digits below zero. We're not even under the advisory yet. That kicks in starting at 4 o'clock in the morning. So at the bus stop tomorrow, wind chills around 25 degrees below zero. That continues until 6 o'clock. Then it gets much worse. A wind chill warning. This is pretty rare here in southeastern Wisconsin. Wind chills dropping to 50 degrees below zero. So if you do have a kid at the bus stop tomorrow, if you can, just keep them in the car, keep them warm, because it is going to be chilly with those wind chills around 25 below. It actually gets worse during the day. The wind picks up for tomorrow. Wind chills to 30 below, and we'll time out the rest of this terrible cold coming up on Weather Watch 12.
And this kind of cold is crippling for anyone who has to spend time outside.
Ben Wagner is live in our newsroom tonight. And Ben, cold-related injuries can happen in just minutes.
Yeah, Patrick and Joyce, doctors say when it is this cold and with the weather we're expecting, from the moment you step foot outdoors, frostbite symptoms can set in just 10 minutes. Now, we spoke with some of the people who will still have to work outside in the brutal cold. Today's wind is just a warm-up for what's to come later this week.
Just like everything else, you got to...
left a stranger, but he's now a friend.
Carried by the next generation, everyone there to honor Vietnam veteran Joseph Walker. And we honor Joseph Walker, too. I'm David Muir. I hope to see you right back here tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
I know this looks cold, but we have not seen or felt anything yet. When the wind chill will drop down to 50 degrees below zero, coming up right now on 12 News at 6.
Now on WISN 12 News.
A garbage can dig out.
We have garbage cans because we are college students.
How college students without shovels were forced to dig out their car.
Crews here at Mitchell International Airport had their work cut out for them after several inches of snow fell throughout the morning. We found out how they're keeping the tarmac safe for takeoff and landing.
And where a local wrestling team helped shovel driveways all morning long. Snowplows are in overdrive in Milwaukee and across the area. Crews are working around the clock to clear up snow from the latest winter wallop.
Upwards of 15 inches of snow fell in Sheboygan County, with drifts coming in even higher. And we have video from Belgium where people are snow blowing through walls of snow up to their waists. Right now, a live look from Milwaukee where cars are buried in the snow. We have dangerous and potentially killer sub-zero cold on the way. If your car is buried, you'll want to dig it out before the snow turns to rock-solid ice.
So let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Mark Baden. Mark, the snow is finally coming to an end.
It is, and the advice is great for what you guys just said. We got to get this snow moved out right now, because if you wait any longer, it is going to turn into a big block of ice. It's going to be that way for a while, because we're talking about temperatures going down in a big way, and that's already happening. We're down to 11 in Milwaukee after a high today of 29 degrees. The wind is picking up as well, and so the wind chill down to 8 below, 17 below right now in Green Bay. I know this, it doesn't feel good. It's not comfortable to go outside. but this is only the tip of the iceberg. Bad pun. But it is going to get a lot worse. Temperature-wise, again, 11 as you're heading out for this evening. We'll be dropping back down through the single digits, wind chills to 25 below when it gets even worse than that, coming up in Weather Watch 12.
And as we mentioned, drivers around the city are digging out their parked cars.
And for some Marquette students, that meant turning their garbage cans into shovels. 12 News' Kent Wainscott was there for the big dig out.
All over the city, drivers are faced with this, trying to dig out their vehicles. And when you don't have a shovel, well, take a look. You make do as best you can. Tell me what's going on here.
Well, you know, it's been here for a couple days now, and I thought that it would be fine. So yesterday I didn't move it, the day before I didn't move it, and then today I really need to move it because I need to go somewhere, and it's not moving. So here we are with all my friends. We have garbage cans because we are college students. We don't have shovels around here.
You got a little bit of a favor here.
Yes, we did. Those nice people down there. They came by and got a lot of this out for us, which helped out a lot.
All right, 20 minutes of bucket brigade, a couple of snow plows, and Peyton was finally able to get out and on the road. On Milwaukee's West Side, I'm Kent Wainscott, WISN 12 News.
The power of teamwork. Well, parking in Milwaukee can be difficult under the best circumstances, but plowing operations can literally bury cars parked along already narrow streets.
12 News' Nick Bohr is live tonight. Nick, people are racing against time to get their cars dug out as the temperatures plummet.
Right, Patrick. First, it's hard to believe this is as warm as it's going to get until Friday because it's mighty cold out already, and that is freezing in. I mean, take a look at this car here. The snow has been plowed in and around. I'm up to my knees here next to this car with that slushy snow already freezing to cars like this. It's going to be even more challenging. It's a winter ritual on the east side, digging out after a snowstorm. As if 7 inches plus isn't enough, the snowplows have to push it somewhere, burying the parked cars.
I mean, we all know what we signed up for. We know we have to shovel our cars out from the street parking.
Teacher Sarah Bleckel has the day off, but still has plenty of work here.
I like all that in front of me. That's enough room for like 4 cars, but unless I shovel it out, it's going to be like that for a couple days.
The plunging temperatures are just one reason for urgency.
We're trying to undo our cars so we can go home.
No shortage of ice today, unfortunately.
Gage Dana and his girlfriend were just here visiting when they got snowed and plowed in.
Coming back here again in the winter? Probably.
Add to that the issue of parking tickets. Some spaces have time limits and others are subject to alternate side parking rules, meaning cars have to be moved at least daily. And after all that work, hope that you won't have to dig it out all over again.
All right, Nick, we want you to elaborate a little bit more on that. This snowfall means alternate side parking is back in effect.
Right, it is. That's from 11 until 6 tomorrow morning. So 11 tonight till 6 tomorrow morning. You must be parked on the even side of the street so the plows can try to move the snow from that side to the other and try to start again getting all this cleared up so there's more room to park. Joyce?
More work ahead. Nick Bohr reporting live from 17th and Wells in Milwaukee. And the snow was no match for this bike rider in Milwaukee, seen here pedaling down a snow-covered road during the snowfall. No snow day for this person on the bike.
Crews all over the area were spinning their wheels. Our Sheldon Dutez helped a stranded driver get to work this morning. She got stuck on Jefferson Street near Wisconsin Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. And despite the conditions, she was determined to get to work.
Tell me why you had to go to work in the snow.
I have to, because medical workers have to work any weather.
Marquette University police helped free a stranded driver at 24th and Wisconsin Avenue.
The snow made getting around difficult no matter where you live. This is video of a car that slid off Interstate 43 near Brown Deer Road. A tow truck on scene got the car out. And north of that area on I-43, a semi ended up in a ditch. This is near Cedar Grove. There's no word on any injuries. And right now, let's take a live look at the road conditions from the Department of Transportation cameras. The interstate is looking wet right now, but for the most part, clear of snow. The Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office told 12 News they responded to 17 crashes, 1 with injuries, and 95 disabled vehicles. A full snowplow brigade is required to keep Mitchell International Airport open.
12 News' Eden Checkle got a behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to clear the runways.
Crews here at Mitchell International Airport had their work cut out for them after several inches of snow fell throughout the morning. We found out how they're keeping the tarmac safe for takeoff and landing. It's all hands on deck when the wind whips snow and the runway is icy.
So right now we're just taking everything to the north because we're working with the wind as much as we can here.
We're going to take everything to the north.
Copy that.
A process airport maintenance worker Ashley Kohlert is all too familiar with.
I've been doing this for a little over 7 years now.
She's driving one of 12 trucks. Some plow, others salt and de-ice the pavement.
There's a certain pride in what we do here, and it's knowing that without us doing this stuff and having these skill sets that, you know, the airfield would be lost without us.
Crews briefly close the runway several times throughout the day and work as fast as they can.
We just temporarily close a section down for 18 to 20 minutes, and then we're up and running again.
Cross 7 right.
Long days and numerous rounds to keep passengers safe.
This is what we just plowed. This is actually the runway that we plowed.
47.
Reporting from Mitchell International Airport, Eden Checkle, WISN 12 News.
Essential work. Let's go inside the airport now. Airline passengers flying in from Florida were in for quite a shock when they arrived in Milwaukee. Even though it was 50s and rainy in the Sunshine State, the Bungert family says that was way better than this.
Well, I wish I was still in Florida.
It's awful. Like, at least there's no school, though.
Several flights in and out of Mitchell Airport have been delayed or canceled.
That's a tough transition.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cedarburg got about 11 inches of snow and counting.
12 News' Sarah Tamer is there live. Sarah, the snow is impacting business there.
It absolutely is. This big pile of snow right here came off from this driveway. You've got even more piles to the side of the sidewalk here. So it's fair to say that most Cedarburg residents spent most of their day shoveling.
I think it's probably been maybe 5-6 years ago.
It's been that long since Pat Niles had to close his bakery because of snow.
We're usually open.
But with at least 11 inches of snow hitting Cedarburg, Pat couldn't deliver his orders and instead spent the morning clearing snow.
It has a negative impact on business.
We couldn't even open the primary door.
Residents like Kathy Radman were forced to dig themselves out of their homes.
So I had to go out the patio door and shovel the patio on the deck first.
By 11:30 Monday morning, some Cedarburg residents had to already shovel twice. And with more snow coming, it won't be the last.
No.
Paul Regal chose to ski 2.5 miles to work.
On a day like today, how else to get around?
Saving himself the headache.
The car works not near as well as the skis do.
Most of the city under snow and shut down.
Snow day, snow day.
Monday's snowstorm has people wishing they were somewhere else.
My wife and I were on vacation in Maui for the last 2 weeks, and this is what we came back to. I said, we should have stayed for 3 weeks.
Yeah, extend that vacation. It sounds good. Sarah, we know the plows are out, so how are the roads there?
The roads are pretty good. They're probably not as good as they are in Maui, but I will say they are pretty clear. Plows are doing a great job.
Well, they've certainly been busy. All right, Sarah Tamer live in downtown Cedarburg. It might sound like hype, but it's real.
And Mark, the cold will be dangerous.
Yeah, when the wind chill drops to 50 below, frostbite can occur in just minutes. How long this brutal cold lasts? Next in Weather Watch 12.
While the animals can deal with the snow, what about when we get to these below freezing temperatures? I'll have the details on that up next.
Plus, local high school students doing good in the neighborhood. The heartwarming story going viral when we come back.
Tonight at 10, a man and his dog saved from icy waters. Body